The truth is, your daily breakfast might be a hidden threat. You likely believe you're doing your body a favor, choosing a classic nutrient-rich egg to start your day. But what if the very way you prepare, store, and even choose your eggs is silently compromising your health, aging your body from the inside out? Think of Margaret, a vibrant 68-year-old who swore by her daily boiled, fried, or scrambled egg, convinced she was nourishing her body with every bite. Yet, what she didn't know, what the multi-billion-dollar food industry keeps quiet, is that a few hidden common habits were slowly turning her healthy breakfast into a breeding ground for bacteria and toxins. We're talking about a yolk eaten the wrong way, a simple storage mistake, and even a familiar piece of cookware that leaches dangerous chemicals directly onto your plate. This is the terrifying part no one talks about. Behind the shell of every egg are health secrets that can mean the difference between strong muscles and rapid weakness, or even life and death, especially for seniors over 60. You are about to discover the 7 deadliest egg mistakes, ranked from number 7 all the way down to the most dangerous number 1. You must stick around for mistake number 4, the shocking hidden habit that can quietly double your risk of heart problems and which nearly every senior has been making for years without realizing the true cost. All the science, studies, and references we've used are available for you to check in the description below, because we want you to see the facts yourself and never take anyone's word blindly. Before we dive into this critical countdown, let us know in the comments. How old are you and how do you typically enjoy your eggs, fried, boiled, or scrambled? We'll be reading every comment and joining the conversation. Now, let's start with the delicious looking plate that can send you to the emergency room overnight. Mistake number 7, the runny yolk gamble. It's tempting to crave that beautiful golden yolk dripping softly over your toast, but for seniors, eating runny eggs is a serious health gamble. That seemingly rich, harmless center can conceal a deadly invader, Salmonella enteritidis, a dangerous bacteria that often infects the egg before the shell even forms. While a mild infection might only cause cramps or diarrhea in a young, healthy adult, the risk escalates severely for older adults. In seniors, the infection can bypass weakened immune defenses and lead to severe dehydration, organ stress, and even sepsis, a full-body bacterial infection that enters the bloodstream and can be fatal. The CDC reports that Salmonella causes over 23,000 hospitalizations in the US annually, and older adults consistently represent one of the highest risk groups. Imagine 72-year-old Margaret, who loved dipping her toast into soft-boiled eggs every morning until one day she was rushed to the ER with uncontrollable fever and chills. Doctors traced the illness back to those runny yolks she had thought were harmless. The science is simple. Heat is the only reliable killer of Salmonella. A cooked egg must reach an internal temperature of 160 degrees, 71 degrees, to destroy the bacteria, a point a runny yolk simply never reaches. Compounding this risk is the fact that many seniors naturally have reduced stomach acid, which is a primary defense against ingested bacteria. In younger years, this acid would have destroyed the pathogens, but now the bacteria can slip through and multiply rapidly. Seniors often assume that if an egg looks clean, it's safe, but Salmonella hides inside the shell, giving off no smell or taste. The egg looks perfectly normal until it makes you desperately ill. The solution is not to stop eating eggs, but to ensure they are properly cooked, scrambled, hard-boiled, or fried until the yolk is completely firm. If you simply must have that runny texture, use only pasteurized eggs, which are gently heated during processing to kill bacteria without actually cooking the egg. A runny yolk may look like a gourmet treat, but for a senior, it can be a silent ticking time bomb. Mistake number 6, the hidden danger of strong odors. Most people assume the refrigerator is an impenetrable shield protecting their food, but here is a shocking truth. Eggshells are not solid barriers. They are incredibly porous, covered in as many as 17,000 tiny openings, which means they can absorb odors and, critically, moisture from nearby foods. Storing eggs next to strong-smelling foods like pungent cheeses, leftover fish, raw onions, or garlic doesn't just ruin the egg's taste. it can compromise its safety. This is because those tiny pores allow gases and volatile compounds from surrounding foods to pass straight through into the egg. A study in the Journal of Food Protection showed that eggs stored near raw fish absorbed certain compounds and developed higher bacterial counts in just a few days. For seniors with a more vulnerable immune system, this bacterial seepage is an unnecessary and dangerous risk for foodborne illness. Consider Betty, 76, who always kept her eggs on a shelf right above a container of chopped onions and fish leftovers. She noticed her morning omelette sometimes tasted a little off, but blamed the lingering onion smell. Weeks later, she was hospitalized with food poisoning, which her doctor ultimately traced back to contaminated vapors that had penetrated the egg's porous shells, tainting her food from the inside out. Furthermore, nutrient loss is a hidden side effect. Eggs exposed to certain sulfur compounds, like those from garlic or onions, can degrade faster, with crucial nutrients like vitamin A and lutein breaking down more rapidly. The simple vital solution is to always keep your eggs in their original cardboard carton, which acts as an odor-blocking shield. The carton should be placed in the coldest section of the main fridge compartment, never the door, where temperature fluctuations are most severe. Storing eggs near strong odors might seem like a harmless inconvenience, but it quietly raises your risk of illness and strips away the very nutrients you rely on. Mistake number 5, the microwave ticking time bomb. It's one of the most innocent-looking shortcuts. Boiling a batch of eggs, storing them, and then popping one into the microwave for a quick reheat. This simple habit can instantly turn a healthy protein source into a physically dangerous object. When a fully cooked egg, especially a boiled one, is reheated in a microwave, the moisture trapped inside the dense yolk and white turns into superheated steam. Because the egg is encased in a solid, non-porous structure, this steam pressure has nowhere to escape, causing it to build rapidly. The inevitable result is that the egg can literally and explosively burst, either in your hand, on your plate, or terrifyingly inside your mouth as you take a bite. A 2017 study published in the Journal of Food Science actually measured the internal steam pressures in microwaved boiled eggs and confirmed that the pressure was high enough to cause a violent rupture. The injuries resulting from these incidents range from painful minor burns to serious permanent damage. For seniors, whose skin is often thinner and whose reaction times are slower, even a small burn can lead to a difficult infection or scarring. Harold, 72, learned this the hard way after tossing a hard-boiled egg in the microwave for just 20 seconds. When he bit into it, the yolk burst like a firecracker, severely burning his lips and tongue and resulting in a painful trip to the emergency room. Beyond the explosion risk, microwaving eggs often heats them unevenly, which can alter the proteins, making them rubbery and significantly harder for an aging digestive system to process. This can lead to increased bloating, indigestion, and poorer nutrient absorption. The safer option is straightforward. Warm up boiled eggs gently by slicing them and pan heating them on low, or by submerging the peeled egg in hot, not boiling water for a few minutes. These methods warm the egg safely without transforming it into a high-pressure hazard. Mistake number 4, washing away your protection. This is one of the most counterintuitive habits. You bring eggs home from the store and you wash them in the sink, thinking you are practicing good hygiene and making them safer. Yet, washing eggs before storing them actually makes them drastically more dangerous. We know the eggshell is covered in 17,000 pores, but it is also coated in a natural, invisible protective layer called the bloom or cuticle. This coating is the egg's primary defense, designed by nature to seal the pores and keep out harmful bacteria like Salmonella. When you wash eggs, especially under warm running water, that essential protective layer is completely stripped away. The result is that those thousands of pores are now wide open, creating a clear pathway for bacteria and moisture from the sink or the carton to pass directly inside the egg, where they multiply silently in your refrigerator. A poultry science study from 2011 found that improperly washed eggs were up to 10 times more likely to test positive for Salmonella contamination compared to those left unwashed. For older adults, this is no small issue, as foodborne illness is significantly harder to fight after age 60, leading to far higher hospitalization rates and longer, more complicated recoveries. 74-year-old Ellen always rinsed her eggs under the sink before storing them. One morning, she and her husband became violently ill after eating scrambled eggs that had been washed and refrigerated for about a week. Lab tests later showed the illness was caused by salmonella traced back to the eggs, whose protective coating had been removed, allowing the bacteria to enter and thrive. The single safest practice is simple: never wash eggs before storing them. Keep them in their original carton. If you see dirt or residue, you can gently wipe it off with a dry cloth immediately before you plan to cook it, but never before refrigeration. Washing eggs might give you a false sense of security, but for a senior, it is a hidden health trap that invites contamination. Mistake number 3, the toxic nonstick trap. For decades, non-stick Teflon pans have been the breakfast standard, marketed as the easiest way to cook a perfect egg. But here lies a critical hidden danger. Once your Teflon pan becomes scratched, even with tiny, barely visible marks, it can begin to leach toxic chemicals known as PFAS, per- and polyfluoroalkyl substances, directly into your food. These are forever chemicals that do not break down in the human body and have been linked to serious health issues, including liver damage, thyroid disease, immune system suppression, and even certain cancers. A 2020 study in Environmental Science and Technology confirmed that scratched or overheated non-stick cookware can release billions of microplastic-like particles into a single meal. For seniors, the risk is compounded because aging livers and kidneys struggle to detoxify and eliminate these chemicals as efficiently, meaning the PFAS accumulate in the body over time. What looks like a harmless, perfectly fried egg could actually be dosing your body with low levels of accumulated toxins every morning. Making matters worse, heating a scratched Teflon pan above 500 degrees Celsius, which happens faster than you think, can release toxic fumes that cause Teflon flu, which triggers symptoms like headaches, dizziness, and flu-like malaise. Doris, 68, used her scratched-up frying pan daily, thinking the few marks were unimportant. After years of exposure, she developed unexplained persistent fatigue and thyroid issues. Her doctor eventually pointed out that PFAS exposure is strongly associated with hormonal imbalance, and her old scratched pan may have been a significant silent contributor. The solution is crucial for your long-term health. If your non-stick pan has any visible scratches, you must toss it immediately. Replace it with safer alternatives like stainless steel, cast iron, or ceramic, which are just as effective and non-toxic when used or seasoned properly. Mistake number 2, throwing away your shield. For decades, egg yolks were unfairly demonized as cholesterol bombs, leading many health-conscious seniors to switch to eating only the egg whites. While egg whites are indeed a source of pure, fat-free protein, here is the shocking truth. By discarding the yolk, you are literally throwing away nearly 90% of the egg's total nutrition. This mistake can silently and systematically rob seniors of their vision, their memory, and their essential muscle strength. The yolk is where all the vital micronutrients are concentrated. Vitamin D for bone density, choline for sharp memory and brain function, omega-3 fats for heart health, and lutein and zeaxanthin for critical eye protection. A 2017 study published in the Journal of Nutrition demonstrated that seniors who consumed whole eggs had 30% higher levels of choline and lutein in their bloodstream compared to those who ate only whites. Both of these nutrients are directly linked to a reduced risk of age-related macular degeneration and dementia. Stripping out the yolk leaves you with protein, but none of the essential protective compounds. Choline, in particular, is critical because it builds acetylcholine, the primary neurotransmitter that keeps your memory sharp. A deficiency is directly linked to higher dementia risk. Lutein and zeaxanthin concentrate in your retina, acting as natural internal sunglasses that filter out harmful blue light. Without them, seniors face faster, more aggressive vision decline. Linda, 70, cut out yolks after years of hearing about cholesterol fears, consuming nothing but egg white omelets. Over time, she noticed her memory slipping, and her optometrist warned her of early macular degeneration. When she reintroduced whole eggs, her nutrient levels rebounded and her vision stabilized. The cholesterol fear is largely outdated. A 2018 American Heart Association review confirmed that for most healthy seniors, consuming up to 1 whole egg per day is perfectly safe and does not increase heart disease risk. The real danger lies in missing out on the yolk's protective medicine. Mistake number 1, the deadliest oversight. This is the mistake most people simply shrug off, yet it is arguably the most fatal habit of all: ignoring expired or cracked eggs. Failing to discard these eggs is not merely a kitchen oversight. For seniors, it opens the door to infections so severe they can lead to immediate hospitalization or worse. An egg may look entirely harmless even weeks past its date or with a minuscule hairline crack, but the microscopic reality is terrifying. Once again, the eggshell is covered by the bloom, your only real defense. The moment an egg cracks, even slightly, or sits long enough for that natural coating to degrade, virulent bacteria like Salmonella or E. coli can invade. Once inside the nutritious environment of the egg, these pathogens multiply exponentially, turning what you intended to be a healthy meal into a bacterial bomb. A 2015 CDC report estimated that Salmonella from eggs alone causes over 79,000 illnesses and 30 deaths annually in the United States, with older adults consistently accounting for the majority of severe cases. The reason seniors are hit harder is physiological. Age weakens both stomach acid and immune defenses. Where a younger adult might experience a few hours of an unpleasant stomach bug, a senior can rapidly descend into septicemia, a life-threatening blood infection that causes multi-organ shutdown. Even low-grade contamination from an expired egg can be catastrophic in a body less able to fight back. Beyond the cracks, expired eggs lose their structural integrity and nutrients. The pH rises, proteins break down, and the yolk thins, creating an ideal breeding ground for microbial growth. The good news is that prevention is incredibly simple. Always check the expiration date on the carton and regularly perform the water float test. A fresh egg will sink in a glass of water, while an expired, decaying egg will float because gases have built up inside. Any cracked egg, no matter how small the fissure, must go straight into the trash. For seniors, there is absolutely no room for risk-taking. The few cents you save by trying to use an old egg are never worth the thousands of dollars in hospital bills or the irreplaceable cost of your health. Ignoring expired or cracked eggs may seem like a harmless financial shortcut, but for older adults, it is the deadliest mistake of all. And with that, we've reached the end of the countdown. You now know the 7 mistakes with eggs that look completely harmless, but can quietly turn deadly. Runny yolks that harbor dangerous salmonella, storing eggs near strong odors that seep through porous shells, microwaving boiled eggs that explode and cause painful burns, washing eggs and stripping away their vital natural protection, cooking in scratched non-stick pans that secretly leach toxins, tossing the yolk and starving your body of the essential nutrients your brain and eyes desperately need, and finally, eating cracked or expired eggs that open the door to life-threatening infections. Now it's your turn. Which of these mistakes have you made before? And which one was the most shocking realization for you? Share it in the comments below. We read and reply to every single one because your personal experience might be the most crucial warning another senior needs to hear tonight. If this video opened your eyes and armed you with new knowledge, don't keep it to yourself. Hit the like button so this vital message spreads wider across the platform. Share it right now with a friend or a loved one who eats eggs every morning. And make absolutely sure you subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our next urgent video packed with health truths no one else will dare to tell you. Your health is your ultimate independence. Guard it, respect it, and never let these simple silent mistakes steal it away.